Hello there, this is Big City Mo. You're welcome to my channel. Big City Mo is a public speaker, a teacher, and a lifestyle and tourism enthusiast. On today's edition, we're going to look at some few facts that actually generated from the Ukraine invasion. Ukraine invasion and lessons to be learned, especially for Africans in diaspora. We're going to look at one or two facts that we need to learn. Every day we learn. For the fact that Africans travel abroad, they should make preparations for the unprepared. The Ukraine invasion came at a time when nobody actually projected or actually know what was going to happen. Though there has been Cold War in the past 6 or 7 years, but nobody ever envisaged that it's going to amount to something unprepared for, a situation in our hands. Lessons to be learned from the Ukraine invasion for Africans in the diaspora. The first lesson that we learned was that home is best. A typical African must know that home is best. You can't live all your life in Europe and forget your root. The root is very important. According to some of these reggae musicians that sang the song, going back to my roots, everybody had a root. You can't say because you live abroad for several years, you develop yourself, you went to school, you have children, you achieve so much abroad. What about where you're coming from? Home is best. At a time when the war came in, a lot of these people abroad can't even come home. Some refuse to be evacuated because they've not done anything back home. Home is best. There's nowhere that is better than your home. It is good to go abroad. It is good to achieve. It is good to succeed. It is good to be excellent in life. But you must prepare your home. You must make sure that your home is well taken care of. You must have where to fall back. For the fact that you live abroad doesn't mean you shouldn't have a place of abode back home. When this crisis came up, a lot of them, because of the war, the suddenness, they became visitors to refugee camps and the rest of it. Fine. But even when they were evacuated, some couldn't have a place to go when they even got to their countries because they never made preparation for the home that is best. So one lesson to be learned for Africans in diaspora: home is best. Nowhere like home. Good to travel abroad, good to succeed, but make sure your home is well taken care of. That's lesson number one. Lesson number two: have an investment back home. How many of the people staying abroad, Africans in diaspora, have a particular kind of investment you can fall back home? In a time of situation like this, became a problem to some of them. We have seen a lot of them evacuated back home. Some of them don't even have anything back to fall on. They will tell us that they don't trust anybody. They don't trust their family. They don't trust their friends. There's some way, somehow you can trust someone. How can you become so successful abroad without having something like an investment back home? The popular saying of this same President Putin that says Africa is a graveyard of Africans. Yes, it is very, very true that Africa has become a graveyard of a lot of successful Africans. They go abroad, they make so much money, but when they die, they bring them back to Africa. That's why people like that can talk to Africans, because they realize that Africans, all they do is to go abroad, make money, do whatever they want to do, but when they die, they bring their corpse and turn Africa to cemetery. So you can't blame me for saying that. So henceforth, we need to change our orientation. We need to change our mindset. We need to change what we do and where we invest in. A typical African abroad must have some form of investment, no matter what. There must be someone you trust. If you don't trust your brother, they've lied to you, they've stolen your money, they've done this, they've done that, fine. You can still trust someone. Make sure you have an investment of a sort. Then make sure they have some investment of a sort. It is very important. Now, I did a video some time ago concerning how Africans in the diaspora use the money they sent abroad. A lot of Africans abroad send money home to do one or two projects here and there. Some Africans are doing that, fine. I know, I've seen one or two. Now, some of them do this thing because they know that sooner or later, in the next 30 years, in the next 40 years, they want to come back home. It is the investment that you have kept somewhere that will speak for you. So if you see some of those videos, go to my archives, you see some of the video I've done concerning Africans in the diaspora. So it is very, very important that we do things that will make us remember our roots. It is very important. There's nobody that exists without a root. fine, it's good to be abroad, it's good to live a wonderful life, but of course, your home and the investment, whatever you have invested is still yours. Whatever you have sowed, you are going to reap, but it's good to invest back home. Anyone with a mindset of investment will know that whether you have a vocational institution, health-based institution, you have supported a particular mission abroad, you can't be rejected at a time like this. For anyone that have invested some way, somehow back home, at a time like this, you will not be forsaken, you will not be rejected, and you will not be cast away. So when you are not cast away, that means your home has appreciated you. It's good to travel abroad. It's good to live among white people. It's good to succeed abroad. It's good to do well. Empower yourself, learn skill. Good. But your home, don't play with it. I like the Indians. I like the Italians. I like the Germans. Wherever they travel to around the world, they don't play with back home. And that's why anywhere they go. From my other video I did concerning trying to raise a child in a great African value. Check my videos, you see some of the videos I've done. I've actually appreciated the culture, custom and tradition of the Africans, the Indians, the Germans and the Italians as well, because their custom and tradition don't actually leave them. They fall back home, they make sure that whatever they gain abroad stays back home. Why is African case different? Africans, the moment they leave Africa, they forget everything about Africa. It's wrong. And that's one of the reasons why Africa is not doing well. Africa remains Africa. Africa remains a cemetery because Africans don't even look back once they step away. It's wrong orientation. I'm an African for the fact that I've been around the world, I've traveled places. Doesn't mean I have to reject my color. This is me. I can't change who I am. I can't change my identity. I might stay 40 years in Europe, I might stay 40 years abroad, but I still have a place. By the time they introduce me, they're going to introduce me like an African. You may be 50 years in Europe or in Canada or in US or in anywhere, they still tell you that you are an African. In between the invasion crisis, the Ukraine invasion crisis, we had cases of some cases of racism, where some white Ukrainians try to throw something at some black people. Yes, issues like that happens because of what? Colors. Because of what? Sentiment. That is where you want to stay for 50 years and claim you've forgotten your roots. So, lessons to be learned from Ukraine invasion. Please know that home is best. Have an investment back home. And don't forget to have a plan B of your life. No matter where you are around the surface of the earth, have a plan B. Situations might be like this can come up anytime. Nobody plans for it, but have a second plan. Trust somebody. There's no how you cannot trust somebody in your family. Your brother has lied to you, they've stolen your money. Your sister lied to you, they stole your money. You sent money home, they spent it for somebody. You can still trust someone. You can find a means, meet the consultant agency, or travel down yourself and execute your project and eventually go back. So there's some way, somehow, someone can do it for you. You can have something. Okay, thank you very much for watching my video. If this video has done great value to you, please do not forget to subscribe on my channel. Turn on the notification bell so that you'll be the first one to see my next video. My name is Big City. I remain yours sincerely, proudly African. Holla.